Okay, Thursday, April 30th, 2026. I'm looking at the top 5 baseball players in batting average for every year between 1871 and 2025 in a book I wrote. Yearly leaders of every batting category, 13 chapters. Chapter 2, batting average. So I started 1871 decade, covered every decade up through 1969. This video, 1970, 1979, who are the top 5 batting average leaders? 1970, Rico Carty, 366, Alex Johnson, 329, Carl Yastrzemski, 329, Joe Torre, 325, Manny Sanguin, 325. 1971, top 5, Joe Torre, 363, good average. Ralph Carr, 343, Glenn Beckett, 341, Roberto Clemente, 341, Tony Oliva, 337. 1972, Billy Williams, 333, Ralph Carr, 325, Dusty Baker, how about that one, 321, Cesar Sendo, 320, Rod Carew, first time we've seen his name, 318. All right, he takes off, Rod Carew. 1973, Rod Carew, 350. Pete Rose, 338. Cesar Sendo, 320. Gary Maddox, 319. Tony Perez, 314. 1974, top 5. Rod Carew, 364. Ralph Carr, 353. Al Oliver, 321. Jorge Orta, 316. Greg Gross, 314. 1975, top 5. Rod Carew, 359. Bill Madlock, 354. Ted Simmons, 332. Fred Lynn, 331. Manny Sanguin, 328. 1976, Bill Madlock, 338. Ken Griffey, Sr., 336. George Brett, first time we've heard him, 333. Al McRae, 332. Rod Carew, 331. Looks like Rod Carew's making a mark on batting averages. How many times was he in the top 5? 10 times, Rod Carew. 1977, Rod Carew goes 388. Dave Parker, 337. Lyndon Bostock, 336. Ken Singleton, 328. Rennie Stennett, 335. 1978, Dave Parker, 334. Rod Carew again, 333. Al Oliver, 341. Steve Garvey, 316. Jose Cruz, 315. Wrapping up 1970s. 1979, Keith Hernandez, 344. Fred Lynn, 333. Pete Rose, 331. George Brett, 329. Brian Downing, 326. That's 1970 through 1979. So who stands out? Well, Joe Torre had a couple. Roberto Clemente, Billy Williams. But Rod Carew was the dominant guy in the 1970s as far as batting average. 10 times he makes the top 5 in his career. Ted Simmons, George Brett makes a couple. Keith Hernandez, Pete Rose. Steve Garvey, how about that one? All right, next video. 1980 through 1989, who makes the top 5 in batting average? I have the answers in a book I wrote. Yearly leaders of every batting category. All right, talk to you later. I'm out.